Um, you're here because you've moved past the job application stage and are about to go for a job interview.
Yay! Also, you've done your homework about the company, the job scope, but have you prepared for some of the most common and difficult questions about to be thrown at you? Don't worry, we've got you covered. Answering these 5 tough job interview questions takes preparation. You can't just wing it. And yes, you might need to bend the truth a little. Not about your qualifications or abilities, but framing your answers strategically can make the difference between landing the job and being overlooked. Before we dive in, here's how we'll tackle each question. First, what the question is really asking. Second, what you should avoid saying, what to say instead, and why. And third, how to frame your answer with examples you can actually use. Question number 1. What are your weaknesses? When the interviewer asks this question, they're testing your self-awareness and honesty. They know no one is perfect, so they're not expecting a flawless candidate. Instead, they want to gauge if your weakness could interfere with your ability to perform the job. Don't say, I don't have any weaknesses. That'll come across as arrogant or lacking self-awareness. Also, avoid saying, I'm bad at managing my time, or anything that directly impacts your ability to do the job. Your interviewer isn't your therapist. They don't need to hear all your struggles. Instead, share a minor weakness that won't hinder your performance and explain how you're working to improve it. This shows self-awareness and growth. Alternatively, you can offer a humble brag by mentioning a real flaw that can be reframed as a strength. For example, being a perfectionist, I sometimes spend more time on a task than necessary. But I've been working on managing that by setting clear deadlines and focusing on efficiency. Another example, I'm bad at delegation because I love being hands-on, but I've learned to trust my team and give them autonomy, which has improved both my workload and team dynamics. Question number 2, what didn't you like about your last job? Here, they're testing how tactfully you handle negativity and whether you're the type to badmouth a former employer. If you start ranting about how terrible your previous company was, your interviewer will likely imagine you doing the same about them when you leave. So please don't say, my boss was terrible, or the work environment was toxic. You'll sound like you're bad at handling challenges or might be difficult to work with. Instead, focus on growth or mention that things were out of your control. Frame your answer in terms of what you're looking for moving forward. Here's an example. I really enjoyed working with my previous team, but there weren't many opportunities for growth in my role. I'm looking for a position where I can continue to learn and develop. Another example, while I appreciated the experience I gained, the company's focus wasn't aligned with my long-term goals. I seek a role where I can contribute more to strategic decision making. Question number 3. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? The interviewer wants to gauge your ambition and whether your long-term goals align with the company. They're also looking to see if you plan to stick around or jump ship soon. Don't say, I haven't thought that far ahead. It makes you seem unprepared or unfocused. Also, avoid saying, I'll be here forever, because let's be honest, they know you're bluffing. And definitely don't say, in 5 years, I'll be taking over your job, as that sounds presumptuous. Instead, focus on growth within the company, how you plan to contribute, and align your long-term goals with the role you're applying for. Example 1. In 5 years, I see myself taking on more leadership responsibilities, ideally in a role that allows me to contribute to the company's long-term strategy. I'm excited by the idea of growing within this organization. Example 2. I'd like to develop my skills in specific areas A, B, C, and eventually lead a team that drives innovation in this field. I'm committed to learning and growing in this company. Question number 4. How did your coworkers see you?
You might be thinking, why does this matter? How can I tell them that my previous colleagues didn't like me, whether for being too outspoken, disorganized, or unsociable? Don't panic. What your interviewer really wants to know is if you're a team player, how you collaborate with others, and how self-aware you are about your role within a team. So please don't say, I didn't really interact with my coworkers, or overly negative or boastful responses like, I was the smartest person on the team. Instead, mention your positive traits backed with an example that show your strengths in teamwork and communication.
Let's look at two examples. First, my coworkers would say I'm dependable and approachable. I was the go-to person when someone needed help with a project or a second opinion, and I enjoyed supporting the team.
Second example, they'd likely say I'm calm under pressure. There were a few tight deadlines where my ability to stay focused and help keep the team organized made a real difference. Question number 5. Why should we hire you over other equally or more qualified candidates?
Of course, they should hire you because you need the job to pay the bills, but so does every other candidate. Treat this question as an opportunity to sell yourself. How you present yourself reflects your ability to represent the company. The interviewer wants to know what makes you stand out. So they're looking for confidence and unique strengths that make you the best fit for the role. Don't say, I don't know who the other candidates are. This comes off as unprepared and uninspiring. Also, don't say, didn't I tell you already? Because that shows you're impatient. Do highlight your key qualifications, experience, skills, and passion that specifically align with the job while showing that you've done your homework on the company. For instance, my unique combination of qualifications in computing and business, experiences in tech and education, skills in coding and project management, as well as passion for this industry makes me a great fit for this role. I've researched your company's mission and values, and I'm excited about the opportunity to contribute to your continued success.
Or, I bring a proven track record of $5 million deals per year and have demonstrated my ability to manage partnership relations. My adaptability and commitment to delivering results would allow me to hit the ground running and make an immediate impact in this role.
In short, those 5 tough job interview questions assess 8 key attributes: honesty, self-awareness, communication, commitment, working style, confidence, uniqueness, and optimism. Understand the essence of each question, know what to say and what to avoid, and prepare some keywords in advance. There's no need to script your answers verbatim. They're not hiring a robot. Instead, keep these key points in mind and express them in your own style. Remember, they're just as eager to find the right fit as you are. So use the interview to evaluate whether you'd enjoy working with them. Best of luck with your interview, and let us know if any of these tips helped. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share your toughest interview experiences in the comments below. This has been School Never Teach. Until next time, bye.